bliss. You smell roses and flowers and pretty days, especially him, because that's what he wants. Remember at the beginning? But damn. But anyway, so you can't ruin that picture of you that he has stored in his brain, okay? You can't. He thinks you're the most beautiful woman alive. I think he thinks you're flawless. I think he thinks you're super talented too. But I don't believe he's like, but at what cost? It's really that this guy is in his head, and not even so. He so was in his head and didn't do anything, that now he's in the devil energy. So for us, it's kind of trying to get him out of that, and you have to ask why or how can you do that? You know what I'm saying? Let's clarify that Ten of Swords for the Divine Masculine spirit. Ten of Swords for the Divine Masculine. So we have the Ten of Wands that came back out. Aries, Leo, Sag energy finally, right? So one thing I do want to say is he probably, I'll show you that card in a minute. He probably is like head full of steam. Some of you divine feminines who know your divine masculine, it seems like he's always blowing off some steam. It's because he's frustrated. He's mentally ill. He's depressed. He's actually depressed, and he's all over the place. He really is. And the Ten of Wands, it's because he's like fighting something that he feels, but he can't see the purity in it, divine feminine. He doesn't see the purity in the love that he has for you, unfortunately. It's come to that, and it may have been like that for a while, for some of you from the jump. It depends on your situation. But he'll get back up carrying burdens, okay? And he'll be determined to just carry them everywhere with him. And that's what the devil will do for you. Okay? He'll make you think that something extremely ugly is extremely beautiful. Okay? And there's nothing more beautiful than the High Priestess, but not even like that. I'm being stupid. There's nothing beautiful about a love that is deep down in the dumps. And it's not even just about him believing that you're ugly, really, but it's like you guys have been in the worst situation, and he thinks that it's somewhere he wants to be forever because you guys are twin flames. But the devil has got you believing that it was something that he created for you, and it's not. So do you understand? And the divine feminine was actually very much in this energy too, where she saw her Ten of Cups and rainbows as rainbows, because it's what's promised on the other side by God or by your spirit guides, but not by the devil, not by negative energy. And so you two are being promised something because you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And why have we been talking about that light at the end of the tunnel for so long? Because you're still in the darkness. Do you understand? So if you're still in the darkness, you're in the darkness, and everything you do is in the dark. But just because there's actually the Ten of Cups promised for you doesn't mean that you'll ever get there if you don't get out of the darkness. So right now, I think this Empress, meaning what I really meant is that he sees you as a temptress, like someone who's just, he believes that he's only into you because of lust. And especially if they're married or they have a relationship and kids, you're not someone he's going to take very seriously. Do you understand what I'm saying? But he knows that there's something here. But while he's in a relationship in the dark, mostly, anything he does in the dark is in the dark. You can go as far as to saying that their kids are freaking omens. I mean, it is what it is. Don't be judging. But I mean, you know what you know. And if they made kids together in the dark, I mean, geez, it's like you're just feeding the fire, feeding. You're feeding the fire. And, it's safe to say he just sees you as that. But again, remember we got the Six of Cups, so that verifies what I'm saying. It's like, this is real, but it's what you guys have grown into that is never going away, because both of you didn't decide to step out of this. And that means having towers. That means walking away, because you break loose from this guy. It will come back in positivity. But at least you're in the light. Guess what's promised to you in the light? But nobody wants to do that because they feel like they don't want to let go of what they have. And I don't really know what it is that you have. But yeah, like I was saying, complete that cycle. You know what I'm saying? Have that strength. So the divine masculine, I think, let's close this. Let's get a few more cards. And let's see where the divine masculine's current energy is about moving towards the divine feminine. Confused. The moon card, okay, Pisces, and it's like we all contribute assets into this world. So if you're a Pisces watching for your divine masculine, use your powers for better. Clear out the muck And stop being confused. If you're confused, he'll be confused too if you're talking to him. And clear that path. Because right now, you know, at least you Pisces especially can make it clear, make it known to which way he needs to go. But there's a rejoice here. There's a repentance here. There's vulnerability here that they are about, as they all come from their own zones. They all come in from their own habitat to come and rejoice and find their way. Which they'll end up going in the same direction. Do you understand? But it seems right now the direction we've gone into, because we were just foolish, we were vulnerable, and we felt something that we never felt before. We found things out. We didn't know what to do. That's okay. Hence why the government keeps that mermaids are really out there. We'll just go there, I don't know, like, you know, and that's normal. But again, I opened up to the World card. We got to complete those cycles. It's the only way to step out of this. Unless you want him to see you as some mistress for the rest of your life. Having feelings for a mistress. That'll fuck somebody up for real. So anyway, that's what's going on with the Divine Masculine. He's troubled. But if you want to understand, if you want to know when he'll make those moves, if you want to understand anything and go into detail about what I was speaking about, please follow the description box below, and I'll be more than happy then to talk with you. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.